don't have that because I have different. I don't have my streaming set up on my recording setup, so I use 2 different programs.
Gotcha.
So I don't need to worry about like going live when you shouldn't, because that seems like a silly thing to do.
Well, there's a point where I said during the Hermitcraft season 9, like when we were all getting set up to record, I'm like, make sure you don't click go live. Make sure you click start recording.
Yes, I remember you doing that.
Yeah, it's because I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. So for like a quarter of a second, it was transmitting data. Luckily, it didn't trigger the go live alerts and everything for everybody. But yeah, that was what that was why I said that was, because I literally had just done it.
I am glad that I chose this setup. Like, I know ostensibly OBS is better for like all the stuff that I want to do with it, but not having OBS be my recording software and my streaming software has made a world of difference, because I've done that before when I was doing a secret project. And I went live, and everyone was going, oh, when is this coming out? Oh, it's never coming out. It's not for Hermitcraft. This is a separate thing we're doing.
Uh-oh.
So, hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a couple of days.
Yeah. See, sometimes people have names, and I don't want to, like, be just like, hello, so-and-so, because then you might think I'm calling you that, right?
I don't think that would ever be a problem, Joe.
Well, you would say that, but like, so like, Disha Manjunatha. If I'm like, howdy, Disha Manjunatha, you know I'm not calling you that, right?
I am aware.
But, howdy, menacing witch.
I don't think you would call me that, because if that was not my name, that would be offensive.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, though?
I see what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but I see what you're saying, Joe.
Yeah, and then there's also, good morning, unusual demigod. Although, if anything, I'd probably call you I'd call you a demigoddess, but you know, that's. Hey, welcome, Grayski. Welcome, Red Bee. Welcome, Mahi Zero. It's me, Pig.
It's clear quieter than usual.
That's on your stream. I've adjusted. You seemed a little bit quieter than usual to me, so I've adjusted you up on my end. So if you're about to adjust yourself up on your end, I'm gonna need to turn you back down. I'm turning Cleo back down preemptively, just so that I don't get my headphones blown out.
Okay. How about now, chat? Are you good now? Joe seems usual volume. That seems rude. Is that better?
How dare I be usual? They expect the unusual, the bold and the beautiful from me, or something.
That's better? No change. Okay. Well, I'm having issues at the moment because my headphones died. Better. It's like Red, at that point, it's just you. It's just you. Everyone's saying better. So, okay, I'm going with the majority that say that was good. Jamon has resubscribed for 7 months, saying, wow. Is that to my complete lack of technical expertise or not? I don't know. Yeah, my headphones died, and I had to obtain like a pair of headphones so that I could speak to Joe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Last minute headphones are never good headphones.
Oh no.
Like gas station headphones?
Yeah. You know, we were talking like a couple of weeks ago. Was it a couple of weeks ago? About the fact that I need to build redundancy into my setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And I meant it because like
because like my headphones, like they died on one side, and I can't work like that. But that would just absolutely kill me. So I had to get emergency headphones, and now Joe sounds like he's speaking through a toilet.
I'm sorry, Cleo.
That's okay. That's not your fault. That is arguably my fault. Obtain like robbing. Obtain like I'm not allowed to go out of the house yet. So I had to get someone to bring things to me.
So you had to do like Uber Eats for headphones. And they taste like they've been chewed on. Or they sound like they've been chewed on. They sound like they've been chewed on. I don't think they actually have. I think they are actually new.
because they came in a box. I think the person who delivered them to me may have gone out and got them specifically for me. So
gotcha. Mahi Zero says we have to call Papa K up for good headsets. Does Corellis sell headsets with his company?
I don't think his company sells headsets.
I don't think it does, but that's good to know to look into next time.
Yeah.
If he does.
If he does, he would have probably sent them out already because Corellis
Well, then again, Korean got all of the hats and none of the other stuff. So, maybe Jevin just got a box of headsets and didn't say anything. He's just like, oh, I'm keeping these.
I'm keeping these. Things are going to break and,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things too is like because I have like in studio guests sometimes.
Yeah.
I've got a few extra sets of headphones for when they come in, right?
Right.
So even if I lose a pair, well, I can still do something for me.
Yeah. Well, I learned last night that the hard way is just not being prepared, and then maybe having to miss a stream, and then being ill and not being well. Technically, I am allowed out of the house, but I don't think ethically I should be out of the house.
Yeah.
So I'm taking another test today and tomorrow, and if they're both clear, I will feel better going out on Friday, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So
people are asking me, the drawing on the right here, this is the dirt house footprint. I just happened to have that on my desk, and I was like, until I get started, I should just leave that out so people can kind of see. Yeah, so the stairs come up here. This is the one part that sticks out. The garage entrance is right here. This isn't really a blueprint in that it's not to scale necessarily. The right angles are real right angles. The distances are what matters though. So, it's a footprint. It's the rough footprint of the house, but it's not blue.
Okay. Zombie ethics are a good thing. I mean, I don't want to get anyone else ill, so it's bad enough I got ill. I've dodged it for a long time.
I'll lower this, I think. Since I'm going to be mostly working on this pad.
Hey, Fess has resubscribed for 12 months. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Hello, baby. Can I help you? No? I thought not. She wants attention, but she doesn't want me to actually give her attention.
She wants to already have it, not be given it.
Yeah, because she walks away when I give her attention. Right? She's gone. Just stroked her. She's gone. Are you late for the party? No. We're just getting started, and I wouldn't describe it as a party. Arguably.
So.
Oh, it's Atlas. You can tell because you can hear her. If you can't hear her, it's always GLaDOS. Yeah. So I am looking forward to being able to go outside the house, which is rare for me. Hi. You're a good girl. For those of you wondering why I don't have music on today's stream, it's because the headphones suck and I can't do both.
Oh, yeah. Trying to listen to music on bad headphones is even worse. Because, when we were kids, phone calls sometimes had low quality.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, wait, I started saying that, if you're making a long-distance call, there's low quality. But realistically, even local calls today sound worse over cell phones a lot of the time.
Oh, 100%.
Than long-distance calls did when we were a kid. Like, the quality of voice over the telephone.
The thing is, we didn't really have, long distance calls. We had international calls, but not long distance.
Oh, but that's right, because your country, your family would live near you.
No, my family didn't live near me. My parents moved away.
Oh.
As soon as they decided.
Well, when I say long distance, calling from where you live to Scotland.
No, it would be the same price.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the number of hops through different. I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about the number of hops through different equipment.
I mean, possibly. I'm not.
The number of relays.
I am not a telephonist. I don't know. Possibly.
Okay.
I will accept possibly for this one.
So yeah, because the idea is the telephone network has different kind of scales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost, or like the you have like very local connections, and then you would have to do more hops through more relays to go to connect to other localities.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That seems like how it would work. Oh. Husband had COVID. Our brother-in-law was telling us it was fine to go out and walk our dog. It is not. It is not. No, that's a bad. No.
Yeah. I mean, if you live on a farm in the middle of nowhere,
You could
you can
probably
spend a
swing
little bit
that.
of time getting some daylight and stuff. But if you live in a neighborhood with other people, that's a lot riskier.
It's just rude at that point.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't care about my health. Or yours, for that matter.
Well, yeah, I was gonna, because that's true too. Because like you don't want to necessarily contract anything else on top of what you've already got.
Will I be continuing my Sky Factory? Probably. It might go to. It might go to stream. I don't know, but I was enjoying it, so probably. But yeah, I don't want to get myself even sicker because I have just started feeling like functional again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. So, Cleo, I have a concept that I wanted to work on today. And it's kind of like your notebook themes.
Right.
So there's a convention I go to every year called PlayOnCon.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yes. It's held at a summer camp in Alabama. And it's like a gaming convention, but there's also archery and canoes and rock climbing and mini golf and stuff.
That's cool.
It is. And one of the events I run every year is the table flipping contest.
Okay.
Where we have a table and we see how far each person can throw it until it breaks.
Right. That sounds
like
amazing.
A basic, like a square card table, like a folding card table you could fit 4 people at.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And so, depending on how ambitious we're feeling on any given year, sometimes the table gets decorated. Sometimes we literally pick it up at the store on the way there. And so, I was kind of thinking this year, since we haven't, like we kind of had like a mini PlayOnCon last year, and then the year before was like virtual. And so this will be the first like real PlayOnCon in a few years now. And we actually have like a convention-wide theme, which is chosen every year by the con president, which is an elected position because everything is stupider when there's voting involved.
Of course.
But so the theme for this year is mad science, and
right.
So I'm kind of trying to think of ways I could decorate this table that will be literally destroyed by about 60 people in the matter of 20 minutes. I'm trying to think of ways to decorate it, because in the meantime, though, this is something like people love getting pictures of themselves throwing the table or video or whatever.
Right, yeah. So you want it to look good.
So having it like, this, for example, like one year, the simplest decoration besides just not decorating it was I got some green, like literally chroma green duct tape, and I wrote the name of the convention, by just using strips of tape on the table. And so it was like very bright, PlayOnCon 2018 or whatever. But then other years they've had a thing where it's like everybody can come up and sign the table in advance with silver Sharpie and write one thing they're frustrated about that they want to let go of this year or something. I don't want to do anything that aspirational because I don't care about people's feelings.
I don't need other people having feelings in my thing.
Yeah, it's like that's too much artistic control to see. I'm not doing that. But
I mean, mad science.
I'm just giving you like examples of different stuff that
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, so painting on it kind of thing is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, so I'm imagining this year I'll either paint on it, or I could possibly do something with like paint markers. It doesn't necessarily have to be brushes, but maybe you could do a lot with adhesives, but like I'm not saying like I would want to get pre-printed stickers, but like if I wanted to, I could get vinyl with adhesive backing and cut it. Although that might come off pretty easily.
Yeah.
Once this thing starts getting thrown, because we throw this like literally on like a gravel driveway, so it is.
Yeah,
It is the worst possible environment for. Arquette suggested spray paint. The thing about spray paint is
it's gotta dry.
I'd have to spray paint it outside. What I want to do is design kind of the rough table concept today, but then I want to actually. I was like, I should use the craft stream time with Cleo.
Fair.
To actually paint the table once I get it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so spray paint.
So that needs to be indoors.
Yeah, because I don't have like a spray paint hood in here. So Mahi Zero suggests metallic Sharpies. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the theme. The only table theme that I can think of is Frankenstein on a table for Mad Science.
Oh. Yeah, you're going a lot more literal with the table concept.
Yeah, I'm aware it's a card table. I'm aware.
Yeah, I was saying. Well, no, but what I mean, I was gonna just do like abstract things like molecule chains or.
Yeah, I mean those could work. Molecules and yeah.
Or I was thinking like test tubes and beakers are kind of almost too stereotypical for mad science, but mad science is
you need a limbic for mad science.
Like, yeah, the theme is mad science for this year. So lightning. Okay, so here I'm gonna start writing this stuff down though. So okay, I don't want to use charcoal on this because a lot of people are gonna be touching it. And they don't want to get charcoal on their hands.
No one wants charcoal on their hands.
Okay, so lightning, Tesla coils.
Tesla coils, yeah.
Frankenstein. Like
duct tape bits of other tables together.
Well, so here's the thing, Cleo. Yeah. There'll be bits of this table duct taped together. Basically, everybody is guaranteed at least one throw of the table, but then they get back in line again if they want to see if they can improve their score. They go to the back of the line, and as long as the table will still stand, we keep throwing it. So sometimes we get partway through a second round. Sometimes if it's a particularly resilient table that year, we might get to the third, but that we never get through a third round. But usually within the first like 10 throws, we're like duct taping legs back on and stuff. And like the table is like balanced before the person throws it. It's no longer like standing. It's
right. Okay.
It's like propped up. They flip it. One of the legs falls down to the ground. The other three with the rest of the table fly forward, type of thing. So we don't need to attach parts of other tables. We'll be attaching parts of this table.
So at this point where you should take bets about what pieces fly off first.
Yeah, let's see. The first year that we did this, Aurelian actually was the judge. And I think this might have been her idea entirely. Yeah, so 2012. Okay, yeah, so there's a good video and yeah, my video. I think mine's better edited. Because I think very highly of myself all the time. But yeah, I'm going to post this in my chats. Here's a link to, just if you want to... So the first Play on Con was held at a hotel. They ended up moving it to a summer camp later. So this is like outside of a hotel parking lot in this one. But yeah. Hey! So Aurelian was the judge in this video, which is why I could film it. The years where I'm running the event, I don't film the event because I can't do two things. And like I am responsible to some degree for trying to make sure this is as safe as possible.
I guess, yeah.
A challenge, let's say.
Thank you, Liara, for the 12-month resub. Thank you very, very much. Has anyone suggested the periodic table?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
I like the idea that this is the periodic table. Just need to type word periodic on it.
You know what? Maybe it's primarily the right side of the table because it's so metal. You know, like it's a card table. But anyway, Pitt says, when's the D&D stream with Saucefire? That is going to be on April 9th. I'm gonna be in the afternoon spot. I forget if it's 3 Central or 3 Eastern. But yeah, the like promotional images and tweets and stuff aren't out yet. That's just something that we've kind of quietly announced as save the date if you want to. But there will be a big promotional blitz for that in a few weeks. But yeah, I'm going to be playing with my friend Quinn Murphy, who has been on the Draw for Charity stream, playing Curse of Strahd with me. I play Pathfinder with him every week. I'm also going to be playing with Ryan North, who wrote the How to Invent Everything book that I got Cleo. No, I didn't get Cleo. I recommended it to Cleo. She bought it herself because she's an adult. And Jack Packard from Red Letter Media's movie reviews. So that's going to be a really fun stream. But yeah, that'll be April 9th.
The left side is... Yeah, no, the left side is metal. You're correct.
TGRI container. Like an ooze container. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Not great with ideas for this sort of thing. I like the idea of the periodic table, and that's just captured my entire imagination.
Well, the nice thing about the periodic table is that I could... It works on a lot of different scales, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I could do just, like, the entire square of the surface of the table is the, is, like, the thing, and then, like, so I could put POC for Play On Con, and then 22 for the atomic weight, because it's 2022 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of making up your own elements as well.
Yeah. Well, and so the whole table could be one item. Hey, Saucefire is here. Welcome, Saucefire. Who says, I've got the need for some JoeHills thrills. I don't know if you heard that, Sauce, but people are looking for tweets and things with the schedule. I told them to hold off, but, you know, the demand is there. This is going to be his 3rd year in a row running this Mercy Road game. People are looking for it. Saucefire is gonna be dungeon mastering for 24 hours straight. Every 3 hours, he's gonna have a different party, and
oh my god!
I explicitly, yeah.
As a DM, I salute you.
Yeah, and so, you know, and I figured, okay, so the different segments he's gonna have planned will probably have kind of different feels to them, kind of throughout the day, you know, because it's 24 hours. You got to kind of mix it up. So I explicitly said, "Can I have the weirdest, spookiest one?" And he's just like, "Okay, this is the time slot for you."
Would you let me be weird in a game? I mean, you know, that seems a very Joe thing. Oh, and there's a hype train. Chill. Thank you, Ema Star, who's been subscribed for 7 months. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, McLesley, who's been resubscribed for 7 months. Oh, all the 7 months coming in at once. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And I don't remember if I thanked Liara, but thank you, Liara.
I think you did.
I think I did. Yeah, I'm not really great at that. I just see a list and I'm like, I've got to get through the list.
Yeah.
Yours counts as part of the train? It does. I have to say, I am enjoying bullet journaling. Kanarasha gave out a community gift sub. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're doing well.
I should get like an actual periodic table up here on the computer to reference. Because I was like, what's the rough shape of the periodic table, like the top bit?
Big bit on the right, big bit on the smaller bit on the side, and then big chunky.
Yeah, but for it to actually be recognizable, you really want to have Okay, yeah. So on the right side, it's looks like at the second row you've got everything from boron to neon.
Thank you, Fessler, for the 10 community gift subs. That's very, very much appreciated. And I didn't cut myself. Well, not on this bit, but if you look at my finger, I had brain fog so bad that I just sliced into my entire finger, and I was just like, oh, I should really just get meals that I can just heat up whilst I'm sick.
Yeah,
because it was just sort of like that's a bad. That's bad. But it's fine. It's fine.
So yeah, I guess the thing is, if you're gonna make a square table, you could start with boron in the upper left corner, cut helium off. Just you don't have helium, and you just go 6 over and 6 down, or is it? Yeah.
If you wanna just do like the groups of the periodic table, that's doable.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
like the numbered groups is what I'm talking about, not just like I do know the periodic table, guys. The noises were active, so I didn't do the jumping man while you're holding the knife. I appreciate that, Fess. It did give me pause, but it didn't make me like stab myself, which is good, arguably. What am I doing? I can probably get one of my thinner ones. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is it? Let me. I'm just gonna start sketching out.
What did helium do to Joe? We're all wondering, Joe.
What is who gonna what?
What did helium do to you? How did helium hurt you, Joe? That you don't want to include it.
Well, it's just not in that square.
It's just inconvenient. We understand, Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
See you later, okay.
Okay, so you know what? I was thinking when people were saying Tesla coil of a Jacob's ladder. I don't know if a Tesla coil is going to be visually like if you try to draw a Tesla coil, I feel like it's not going to look super.
I mean, it's like a round thing on a stick with lightning coming out from it. So you know.
I don't know.
This is the same reason why I didn't really suggest a Van de Graaff generator, which were arguably more fun.
Yeah, well, and it's like I'm sure that like a Faraday box would be interesting, but not visually interesting.
Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, see Jacob's ladder disambiguation. Wow. There's a lot of Jacob's ladders.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of biblical, sort of. So,
So apparently it's the name of like several towns.
Yeah. So people kind of, you know, I won't say appropriate it because it's their thing, but you know, it's kind of a widely used. Bleh. Is that the static maker thingy? Yes, it's the thing that makes your hair. The Van de Graaff generator is the thing that makes your hair stand up on end. And it also lets me electrocute children.
Oh,
for school.
Very nice.
So it's fun. NX Super has resubscribed for 7 months with a little wave. Hello. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why I like doing the Van de Graaff generator lessons, but you always chose the most annoying kid that day. It's a joke, by the way, guys. In case you're wondering, it was a joke. Before I get accused of like bad things, it was a joke. Ah, fudge sticks.
So toxic waste or radiation symbol. That is one of those things that.
Don't play with that.
Say again?
Don't play with that.
Yeah, well, the problem is hazardous materials symbols should indicate the presence of hazardous materials.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, don't play with that. Hey, Push, thanks for the biddies. Yeah, because it's... Yeah. As somebody who's handled radioactive materials, just don't.
Maybe
Particularly if you are.
I'm also a little
traveling
worried
with
that, like,
this by car.
Yeah, well, I'm also worried that, like, if they happen to lose containment at Chernobyl in the next month and a half, between now and July, that will be one of those things I'm painting back over.
Oh yeah, I mean, like with all the stuff going on in the news about nuclear power stations and why it's risky and all that, maybe not. Everything is radioactive technically. If we're going technical,
Yeah.
The good job is we don't have to be technical here. We can be literal. You didn't discharge yourself properly. Is that what I'm reading there? Yeah, no, yeah. Discharge yourself properly before stepping off whatever insulator you've been put on. Because explaining that to parents is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, they didn't do what I told them to do. I gave them explicit instructions. And they ignored me. Shipwreck lead isn't radioactive. Everything is radioactive. It's just to what level and degree it counts as radioactivity. I mean, background radiation is a thing. It just depends on what degree.
Yeah, like anything is magnetic if you don't care about field strength.
Yeah. I mean, we're pedants here, so, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so I actually, Cleo, I've got a new pinball machine in my apartment.
Oh dear. Yeah, what's it?
Yeah,
what is it?
It's actually called Total Nuclear Annihilation.
Oh, well, that feels appropriate.
Yeah, yeah. So, it's one thing that's cool about it though is so it has a very linear mission structure where you're trying to blow up 9 different nuclear reactors, and
Jesus Christ.
And so the thing is that it has a co-op mode so that the progress that each player makes persists between players instead of just being on your own track.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been really fun for my daughter and I, because
yeah, I did read your tweet about how she's much better at games than you.
Well, the thing is, kids have really good reflexes. Hey, welcome, Ahime Angel.
Ahime, thank you for the tip. I know you did that whilst I was offline. I do appreciate that.
Yay.
Yay. It did help. Sorry, I did mention to Joe that I wanted to say thank you.
No, I was going to nudge you about that if you didn't, because you had explicitly said that. I would be like, that Ahime.
That one. Thank you.
So I've got the molecule here for caffeine.
Oh,
that's God. Something.
That seems appropriate to a con.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The only cons I've ever been to were ones where I have not slept.
Mm-hmm.
And played Buffy board games for hours upon hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Mostly. Hey, Ahime. It's appreciated. Just wanted to let you know that I do appreciate you. I need, plants. Let's get the tiny little things out. Hey, Strabo. It's good to see you.
Yeah, so maybe having some molecular structures floating around on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like having the name of the con and the year is good because, like, you know, when you get like a million pictures you're going through, it's like, what? Which Play on Con was that? Because Play on Con's been around now. I've been going since 2012.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I like that tracks because I remember you talking about it the first year we were friends, almost.
it's
Or
so fun,
it.
Cleo. I wish you could come.
And one day maybe I will.
Yeah.
I think that's just called a plasma ball, Anna. I don't think it's got a particularly special name.
Hey, thank you to James for the first tip of the stream for me. That is an even 20, which brings us to our first face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Where's the camera? There we go. Howdy, y'all. JoeHills here, expanded as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee 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 dee. Okay. Leora was looking at the molecules I drew and said, "Oh, I need to grab mine from the fridge. Thanks for the reminder." The caffeine molecule, not the ethanol molecule, since this method is just now awkwardly timed.
I mean, you know, we're not judging. I mean, it's 5 o'clock
Can I-
somewhere, right?
Oh, I know, right? Oh yeah. No, I was at a programming convention. And they had like a bar and there was like an intermission between two panels. Or I guess it's not an intermission if it's two different panels, but there's like a break between two panels.
Right.
And so I went to the hotel bar and got like a Jack and Coke or something. And a guy at a different company than mine, because I was the only one there representing my company, and
Right.
I worked for, you know, a marketing firm where people drink all the time, right?
Of course.
But yeah, so this guy I knew who worked for a university was like, Joe, it's a little early to start drinking, isn't it? And I'm like, well, it's 4 o'clock here, and I'm from Central Time, so you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And he's like, yeah, it's 5 o'clock in Canada. It's 3 o'clock where you're from. And I'm like,
close enough.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Sometimes you need to drink to forget. If you don't like it, drink to forget. It's always been a valid way of coping.
This is even bleaker than usual for us.
This is where I would like to point out to everyone that I do not really drink. So any jokes I make come from that sort of standpoint of just like, I have the capacity to drink. I don't often use it. I think I've done it twice in the last year. You know, it's that sort of level, and it's always been on stream. So,
so it's parasocial drinking.
It's yes.
I'm a parasocial drinker.
Parasocial drinker.
Oh my gosh.
How am I feeling today? I am much better. So,
okay.
I actually feel like a human being. I felt good yesterday, but I still slept like forever. But thank you for asking. That was very nice of you.
People are suggesting I should draw amino acids. That could be fun.
DNA?
Or other ones.
RNA?
Just
mRNA?
whatever. I'm looking for the ones that look cool. Like... I'm just flipping through Wikipedia looking at the structures. and then I'm like, let me make sure that this isn't like accidentally heroin or something.
Jesus Christ, Joe. Why do you expect drinking on stream is because of chat? No, it's because I felt it was New Year and Christmas and I was streaming and it was like, this is what I'm doing then. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think of what to do for the next. So if those of you haven't seen, hang on.
I wonder. Okay.
Right. So my video ideas. This is like my journal stuff. This is next week. This is this week. Hermitcraft stream weekend this week, and just so you know. And this is 2 weeks' time. Accidentally, it's always on purpose.
There's no just straight Y on the periodic table, is there? I was going to see if I could spell play on con with different elements.
Isn't that yttrium?
There's a terbium. Where's yttrium? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, 39, yttrium.
Science teacher.
Science teacher indeed. Is there an ON? Or am I going to have to just go with oxygen, then nitrogen?
I think it's oxygen and nitrogen.
Okay. I'm having a really hard time not singing the Elements by Tumblr.
Hey, JT, who's resubscribed. That's a 10-month resub. Thank you very much. I'm trying to remember that song. There's... Oh, I used to play this for the kids at school, like a lot.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen, nitrogen and rhenium, and nickel,
neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, uranium, I think.
Yeah, there's no way that we're going to be able to time it because of the way Discord... Like, I'm going to keep slowing down while you speed up and vice versa to try and...
yeah. Hey, I was just doing that from memory. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was going to say thank you to Kyle Valier for rolling in and tipping 100, who says, sorry, Joe, it's been a while. I hope you have a great day. Well, I am doing very well. I'm thrilled that Hermitcraft is back. I'm having fun hanging out with Cleo. And look at that. That is 5 milestones in one go. So
here we go.
Kyle, yeah, we're gonna have a few expansions. So, number 1, I didn't write a rhyme, but it's still fun to make the camera bigger. I normally do the numbers in other languages that have easier rhymes.
Yeah.
Like, numero dos, here we goes. Numero tres, expand my face. You know.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
San, she, how large do we want the camera to be? And then, oh wait, actually, that was the one I should have had the chains out for. Because like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Boom, 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 boom. So there we go. That's going to bring us to 90% geopacity. And then this next and final one, each knee, san, she, go, 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 expand, joost, do, 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 do. I'm going to lower the geopacity now to 80%. So thank you, Kyle Valier. That puts us 20 even away from our next tipping milestone. And tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So, yay. I feel very spectral now, Cleo.
Why?
Because I'm transparent or translucent.
Fair, I guess. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, okay. That is a very special state to be in, I suppose.
I'm looking at the screen and I'm like floating around. Ooh.
I assure you, Tom Lehrer's Element song is older than the Poker Rap.
Yeah.
Like, by a lot.
So, yeah. Well, one of the things that's interesting about it, too, is the musical notation for it. The tempo is as fast as humanly possible. So just whatever you can pull off.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So is there a plausible way to create a molecule with these elements in roughly the right order that actually would have meaningful bonds? It might be a really worthless garbage molecule with a bunch of properties, like it can only exist at, like, 0 Kelvin or something stupid. But
I have forgotten organic chemistry. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I don't have to remember stuff like that. But Oh, it's a modern Major General. It's that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dictating this from my watch in the middle of a live show. Send. Okay.
I'm assuming you're sending text messages.
Yeah. No, one of my freelance clients, who I explicitly have this blocked out as a unavailable time. It's like, how unavailable are you? And I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is. They could tune in and find out how.
I'm currently covered in chains.
Yeah.
You know, not maybe what you want to send to one of your clients.
No. A little chained up at the minute. Leo B, thank you for the 2, who says, what's your favorite amino acid? Lysine is mine. I don't really have a favorite. Like, I don't know.
General Mayhem, I would not suggest skipping chemistry because it's the most fun.
Yeah. I could do some Erlenmeyer flasks or things like that, too.
Okay. So, how am I going to lay this out? Well, I've decided how I'm going to lay this out, but how do I make it plant-based?
Let's just start drawing things. Let's just start getting some color on here because I'm doing a lot of word work, but not a lot of
drawing work. That's just fair.
Drawing work.
Yeah. It's only fun if you're a good teacher. I mean,
draw a frame thing to hold this either.
I would agree with that. I don't think atomic shells are particularly difficult concept to teach, having taught it, but my chemistry teacher couldn't figure out for the life of us. Like, I remember, you don't, like, in high school, you don't teach, like, the middle elements. You don't do, like, copper and iron and that sort of stuff. You do the ones in groups because those are the ones that make sense with, like, electron shells and, like, energy levels and stuff. But no, he said, and now you work it out for copper. And so me and my friends tried to, and it's not easy. And I'm just thinking, how can you mess up teaching that badly? It's just, I'm still annoyed by it.
Yeah, you want to give kids opportunities to succeed and then show them how to apply that to more difficult stuff later. Don't just dump them in something impossible. Also, Lonnie, good morning, but don't yell in all caps. That's against the rules. I'm going to time you out so you have a chance to read them. Yeah. If I just Google image search mad science, I think that there will probably be some very dramatic lab setups. Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Lots of colorful. Yeah, so drawing the stands that the different
the alembics
types of glassware go on. The thing is, I feel like painting glassware is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, abstractions of glassware might be easy, but I don't know.
Possibly. Where's...
Oh, wow. You can get a short path distillation kit for $720. Oh, that's actually a ripoff. This other one's $132. There's a lot of ads in here. They're just like, if you're searching for chemistry glassware, you probably want to buy chemistry glassware. And it's like, well, no, I really don't.
Not particularly.
but we will sell it to you.
We don't care what you're using it for.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can't be that bad, despite the fact that you can get some very nasty chemicals online.
Yeah, maybe just don't.
I've had to in the past.
Well, I mean, if it's for school, like as a teacher, that's different. But
yeah, I mean, like for example, you can buy lye online, which is
don't
horrific. Just don't buy lye. Don't buy lye. Just don't. It's good. It's fine.
Welcome, Dactyl Craft. Glad you could join us. Okay.
How are you gonna make my ancestors traditional for fish if I don't buy lye? Like, if you know what you're doing with lye, fine. But like,
it seems like a lot of those unnamed elements at the bottom of the periodic table now have names.
I mean, well, they've been discovered now.
Well, I mean, they were like discovered when I was in high school, but they all had like unal hexium or whatever. They all had like weird number names.
I think those still exist as weird number names.
Do they? It looks like they've all been named now.
I mean, they always were named.
Yeah, but like the names weren't approved yet.
Fair enough.
Like Tennessean, number 117. Not to be confused with Tennessean. But it used to be UUS was its symbol.
Okay.
Now it's TS. Okay. And we're going to ban all the people yelling in this chat.
Fair.
Okay.
Hey, NJ, how you doing?
Could I technically use weird number names for hydrogen and stuff? Like, just... What would that be? Unium? I don't know what the Latin word for 2 is. Binium? Binium? I don't know if bi is Greek or Latin. It might be duonium?
I don't know.
Hey, welcome, Gritmonger. Oh, boy.
It's definitely something. I like my ancestors' traditional preserved fish. Is that the stuff that really smells? JT?
Deuterium.
Counting down the days till your new job stops. Yay! I'm actually doing really well, NJ. All good. Well, not all good, but mostly good. Okay. Where do I want that to go? Go over here. Has a bit of an odour, but I've smelt worse. I'm going to trust you on that. Because I've heard a lot of tales about the smell of fish. It's particularly like preserved fish. I was watching YouTube videos about it before. Mostly as comedy kind of thing.
So wait, you don't... How have you not personally smelled fish?
No, not preserved fish. Like, when I say preserved fish, I mean I'm talking about the stuff that is fermented.
Like canned sardines?
No, I'm talking about fermented fish.
Oh.
Canned sardines, not the same.
Like
also,
kimchi,
never seen
but with
parts
fish
of
instead of cabbage.
Surströmming, yeah, surströmming. Or strömming,
Gotcha.
maybe.
Okay.
But it stress links you out when you try it, but you like watching other people do it. I mean, that's fair. If that's what... Hello! Hi, baby.
What am I doing? I am brainstorming ideas for a tabletop that I'm going to paint. And I really thought that this was going to be, I don't know, more... Like, maybe, you know, is slime considered... like sciencey? Maybe it just has like it's like green, like that's kind of a Nickelodeon.
I mean, it's definitely a biological thing.
Yeah. So like having it be like just bright colors and evoking, I don't know.
I have not spelled surströmming. I do not want to. I have seen people smell it, and there was a lot of vomiting involved. Like a lot.
Oh wow.
But yes, slime I would consider biological, so therefore counts. Hello.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the sorts of stuff like the maybe like atomic symbols, like stuff like a basic model of like, you know, spinning electrons around a nucleus or something. Would be like kind of mad science.
Your generic atomic symbol.
Yeah.
The recommendation is to open it outside. Yeah, no. Just don't eat it. It's fine. I don't need to eat it. I don't feel the need to. Hi. If it was the last food on earth, maybe. Those are some straight lines. Thank you. There are dots on this page, so it's easier to draw straight lines. But also, if you're drawing straight lines, lock your wrist, move your arm. Lock your wrist. Move your arm.
You want to really lock down that risk. You don't want your risk varying wildly, because then you can't assess it and respond appropriately. Draw a graph of a normal distribution. That's science. Laser
arguably, that's math.
A laser interferometer. I don't even know what that looks like. Do I? No, I don't think I do.
Oscilloscope?
Ooh, oscilloscopes are very sciencey.
They are.
You know, I was actually... they used to make kits to build your own oscilloscopes. And I was thinking that could be a really cool thing to do on one of these craft streams.
That would be cool. I've never built one. I've only ever used them.
Yeah, when I worked at a company that built laser rangefinders, we would occasionally use them for troubleshooting.
Sorry, there's me doing surveying. I'm going, I could have really used a blooming laser rangefinder. I had to suck it up with a theodolite.
I'm sorry, Cleo.
It's just jealousy. Don't worry, Joe.
Most chemistry equipment just looks like a box. Yeah.
Yeah, a box with a dial on it. if you're lucky. Science part of your brain is just thinking about Ghostbusters. Yeah. Yeah.
Vanadium does pretty colors in different oxidation states. Really? I didn't know that.
I mean, most things do different colors in different oxidation states.
Well, but not necessarily pretty colors.
There's lots of things you can do if you want pretty colors. I mean, I'm a geologist. There's lots of rocks that are pretty. Meow.
Let's see. Characteristics, isotopes, compounds. The cosmic abundance of vanadium in the universe is 0.0001%, making the element nearly as common as copper or zinc. I was like, oh, well, that sounds like it doesn't come up very often. Nope, comes up all the time, just as much as copper, basically. That's a lot for the cosmic scale.
On the cosmic scale, kinda. I mean, like, most of the universe is hydrogen and helium. So, like 98% or something. Oh. Yes, I have. Hope you have too. What am I doing? I am... dates. That's what I'm doing. Oh.
Badger says, I was sorting my wardrobe the other day and found a fake bloodstained doctor's coat I thought I should keep. Now I'm convinced. Yeah, that'd be great for the mad science party. Woo. Ooh, a prism separating light. That's a cool idea.
Very metal.
That could look really good. Like, it's very Pink Floyd too, right? Are they the ones that had the Dark Side of the Moon cover with that? Yeah.
I feel like I could probably draw things. Let's have a look at the title page. Kitty wants attention. Kitty always wants attention. That's very nice script for hand lettering. Thank you. Used to be a teacher. I found that helps.
I maybe didn't scale this perfectly, but the concept isn't terrible. It's bright, it's recognizable. It's got a sciencey element.
Katabri, resubscribe for 5 months. Time flies so quickly. You're not wrong.
Melody Rainpod says, I don't know much physics, but isn't the rainbow side supposed to be all angled down? Absolutely.
Yes.
This is not good in terms of the actual science. I was just trying to get these are just rough. I'm kind of in this weird early brainstorming phase where I'm just sketching, kind of. Yeah. No, it is not functioning the way a real prism works.
I like the plant green theme. It's very pretty. Thanks. I've been working like. I think this is my favorite so far. It's very like. It's very chill, and you know, it does all sorts of things. I'll do that, and then.
You know, I realize I've got all of these stencils that I'm not using for doing ovals, and so my ovals look terrible here.
I mean, that would help, you know.
Yeah, I could just, you know, maybe try.
I mean, trying, that's a bit risky, Joe.
That doesn't sound like me, does it?
I wasn't gonna say that because that's rude.
I know, but we're past that.
Okay. We're past rudeness. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. If you draw a lot of hexagons with circles in them, you can claim they're all made of benzene.
Not wrong.
NX Super T says, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea if you can even attach yttrium, cobalt, or lanthanum to an organic compound.
I don't think you can. Like any compound. WF Kiwi gifted 5 community gift subs. Thank you very much.
And Badger Spanner says, can I be a vivisectionist? Can I bring badly sewn plush animals? Yeah, I mean, it's PlayOnCon. You can really do what you want. Like, people will just be excited in general. But I think it sounds cool. So yeah, let's see.
This is very chill.
Chill morning.
Yeah. I'm probably going to only go up to 5 because I don't want to push things because I do have another stream tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, just so you know.
No, that's fine. I need to write up that song contest thing I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you do.
We haven't even talked about that yet.
We haven't, no.
Yeah, so one of the members of my Patreon server is a huge Eurovision fan, and he like runs some local like Eurovision style contests in his town in Norway, and we were talking about how to run something like that online as like a live stream where we have like different SMPs sending in each a music video under 3 minutes, and then much like Eurovision, representatives from each SMP would vote on, you know, ranking the other people's videos, and then we would have like a Twitter-based poll as well for the public, and then announce a winner. And it would just be kind of like a chill hangout. Well, I mean, I say chill. It would be kind of maybe a hype hangout, but what it wouldn't be is it because like one of the things I realized is all the times that we get together with people from other SMPs, it's always like in a 2-hour drug out contest.
Yeah.
Like endurance type thing. It's not just like a party.
That's true. It would be nice to have a party with some other SMPs.
Yeah. Yeah, and so let's see, Melody says it's going to be an American Song Contest soon too. Yeah, that's based on Eurovision. So the idea is that we are going to try and do this stream on Saturday, May 7th, which is 2 days before the finale of America's Song Contest and a week before Eurovision. So there would be a lot of general song contest hype around them anyway. Around then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so like the rough pitch is like in theory we could scale this up to 42 countries or whatever, like the real Eurovision, but we don't want to do that for the first year.
42
so we would
SMPs.
invite.
Jesus.
What?
Just 42 SMPs.
But Cleo, think about this for a second. If every hermit has a Patreon SMP, and every hermit's Patreon SMP submitted, that's 26 right there.
Yeah, I guess.
But like, the thing is, we don't want to do that this year. Like this year, it would be like 5 SMPs, just as a proof of concept here, right?
Yeah.
And then if it works, we could kind of scale it up slowly over time. But like the Eurovision group has proven that you can do this with a lot of different entrants as long as you keep the entries limited to 3 minutes. So we would be doing that.
Yes, we're not great at that sort of thing, but it's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
So, yeah.
It does sound cool. I'm not gonna lie. I am interested. I probably wouldn't be the one to take part, or I'm quite happy to judge though.
Oh, you're very judgy. Yeah. Well, so that's the other thing too, is like, you could have people from your like so for the actual judging or whatever, the people who are participating from your SMP would be whoever is able to show up at the time, not necessarily whoever's able to work on the music video, because like you could work on the music video asynchronously.
Yeah.
So even if you're in a bad time zone for the actual event, you still get to have a part.
That's cool.
So yeah. But one of the problems is we don't really have all the details like locked in yet for the actual event. But we need to give people time to start working on songs now if they're going to have them done by like May 1st.
Yeah.
Because it's already mid-March. Melody Rainpod says Hermit Vision would just be a showdown between Eli Beatmaker and Jono. Yeah, so that's the thing, is doing something internally like this with just the Hermits, I don't think would work, because a lot of us all hire the same musicians to do our music again and again. Yep. And so that's why having it be between different SMP communities where there's different musical talent. No, I mean,
I know. I'm just...
It's a broader base of musical talent to have across communities. But yeah. And then there would...
Spangy resubscribed for 9 months, and Sudo Shiji Kuto subscribed for 10 months. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Mahi0 says, how do I make sure I'm on Vin's team? Well, Vin Shoken would probably either be on the Shamblecraft team or the JoeHills Patreon team. So you're already part of JoeHills Patreon, I think, so you're probably fine. Somebody 2004 says, don't the same music makers work across SMPs too? Not as much as you would think. But yeah, that is there is an element too of like in the real Eurovision, like they do bring in outside musicians to represent, like I think Flo Rida was part of the Monaco thing last year or something like that. And he's from Florida, not Monaco. I'm assuming. I actually don't know. But yeah. Okay, well, I'm looking at pictures of how a prism actually works in science right now. And yeah, it definitely would bend the opposite direction. Although, you know what?
What?
Maybe this is supposed to be... Okay, no, sorry, it was San Marino, not Monaco. With Flo Rida in it, but still. Maybe it's more mad science if the prism doesn't work the way you think it should.
Is this just trying to get you to just not have to do it properly? Is this what we're doing?
Well, I mean, if you're going to take artistic liberty.
And you do take a lot of liberties.
Yeah.
Prism.
Somebody 2004 says prism makes it go down from up unless the prism is very thin. Yeah, I see that a very thin prism might actually like split it both ways, bizarrely.
Depends on the kind of prism you got.
NX Super T has apparently found a way. Apparently vitamin B12 has a lot of the letters in Play on Con in it, but it doesn't bond with yttrium and lanthanum easily, or at all.
I mean, or at all. I mean, you're asking metals and non-metals, and
Yeah.
I mean, those go together, but you're asking them to do it repeatedly, and it's like there's only so many places you can bond.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever considered, Joe, making things up?
Yeah, no, I mean, I could just literally take the caffeine molecule here and just okay, so it's got the O and the N already, right? So then I just do the other one, like swap out the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could take that and have a CON, so and then like maybe have this down here like PLAY. Now it's PLAYONCON. I mean, like, if you put a prism in dense water, you can achieve what you want to make the light go the other way. Well, that's cool. See,
Yes.
This is what's neat about stuff is you can modify the refraction thing. Oh, there is something where like somebody made like glass straws where the glass has the exact refractive index of water.
Yep.
And so it just goes invisible when you put it in the water.
Yeah. That's
cool.
I mean, it is cool, yeah.
I'm sorry, Cleo. I've been like normally a straw, you put it in the water, and because of the refractive index,
sorry, Joe. I've
like,
been
the
a
straw's
science
offset,
teacher. You're basically saying, isn't this thing that you showed to year 7 really cool? I'm like, yeah.
Well, but no, I mean, there's a big difference between, hey, here's a glass rod that you put in there, and it has the same refractive index, and it goes invisible, versus, hey, I'm going to serve drinks at this party with these glass straws. Like, it's a neat party trick type thing. Or it's a
That
neat
would be cool, and I would be very impressed. But when you're talking about it, it's kind of it is cool, but I don't know.
Okay. Any end of a line that doesn't have a letter attached to it is just a carbon atom, and all unused carbon bonds are assumed to be attached to hydrogen. Thank you.
Sorry. Cleo is often unimpressed with me. It's so nice here of being unimpressed with others. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. It's just a case of... That's nice. That's nice.
Okay.
We taught at school with money for demonstrations. No, I taught at a school that used to have money.
Oh, that's rough.
Which means all the kit there was about 40 to 50 years old. It was so old that we were even allowed to have radioactive sources because we weren't allowed to get rid of them. So they had enough money at one point to buy in radioactive sources in the 70s. And we were still allowed to use them because getting rid of them would cost more than it was to keep them properly in the safe. And it's just sort of like, used to have money is not the same thing as having money.
Mm-hmm.
BTK, resubscribe for 7 months. Thank you very much.
Like, I'm almost thinking, like, I could put the different letters on the nuclei. Oh, no, wait, that makes no sense. Protons and neutrons wouldn't be elements because they make up elements. I'm like, my brain.
I mean, I do appreciate the effort that you're putting into thinking about it and making it correct.
Well, and this is part of like graphic design, like when you brainstorm like, what are the ways to make this look cool, and what are the ways to make this right, and how do I meet in the middle? If that makes sense.
It makes sense, but I also would argue that it's going to be broken at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's literally going on a table that's going to be thrown until it's destroyed.
Yeah.
So
if people are watching the video and going, "Oh, those elements couldn't ever exist," I think they're overthinking it. Maybe.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Hey, course. Oh dear.
So how far ahead are you working in your journal there?
This is the end of March, so after this, we'll be going on to April.
Is the theme for April chosen yet?
Not yet. It's something we can discuss.
Ooh.
But give me some time. This might take like another like a half an hour or so, or 20 minutes, depending on how much I want to go into detail on a 4-day week.
Gotcha. Grace Winter says, what if you made up molecules that are themselves shaped like letters? That's interesting. I'm not sure. To some degree, this needs to be readable in the distance, because most of the people are not going to be allowed, except for when they're actually throwing the table. They're not going to be close enough, like the actual name probably needs to be in huge block letters on the table, like 3-4 inches. So the problem is making them out of fine structures like that would make it hard to read in the distance. Yeah, this is mad science, not real science.
Yeah.
NX Super T says, I'm absolutely overthinking this. Well, that's the maddening part of mad science. That means we're on theme. We're doing this.
I mean, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Joe. Yay. You are doing this. This is a thing that you are doing.
Honestly, bubbles are sciencey. I could just have just texture the entire thing to make it look like bubbles.
But are they mad sciencey?
If they're in a green instead of a water, yeah. If it was like bubbles on blue would be like under the sea theme, but bubbles in green, ooh, what is that? That could be anything.
You're not wrong. It could be anything. But I think that goes with the slime carter things, doesn't it? I'm assuming yes.
Cavman says, maybe make the play on com part look like an old warning stencil that's been faded and shipped. Yeah, stenciling on something this big could be really good. Yeah.
I mean, what would you stencil on it?
Well, the name of the event and the year, for one thing.
All right, don't be facetious.
No, specifically, people were saying I could stencil the letters for high readability, but also to make it look like, I could make it look like a crate of dangerous materials being delivered to PlayOnCon.
You could. That is 100%, yeah.
Yeah, so like I paint it to look like it's like a wooden crate on at least on the top.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's a wooden crate with, delivered to PlayOnCon 2022, and then at that point hazardous materials markings start to make sense again in some way, because the idea is, or the premise is, that there's dangerous stuff inside the crate. We're not just throwing hazardous material markings on this because they look cool. It's they contextually make sense. So, yeah, let's... Yeah. Well, and this is one of those things, like, for video game artists. How many ways can you design a crate? And I hope it's a lot. You're going to be designing a lot of crates.
I mean, you have two main materials, metal or wood.
Yeah. So, yeah, I could make this look like a wood.
Now, then you have to pick what wood. Oh, no, that's Minecraft. Never mind.
Yeah. And then there's also like, is it, is the crate itself painted, or is it just stencil? Like, am I painting a fake wood grain on this? Or
I mean, arguably, yes. Mini
yeah.
cheese mouse cheered biddies. And yes, Joe is playing with hazardous substances. It is a normal Wednesday.
Grace Winter says you could have stuff leaking out the corner. Yeah, there's something. Is the crate Z-braced? Yeah, that was a good... So yeah, the cross beam here.
Meg's resubscribed for 12 months, closing in on a year already. Cheers to nearly a year. Yep, on the 30th. This will be my year of, like, Twitch proper.
Cavman suggests having, like, a tentacle or some slime oozing out from between the planks. Yeah,
that's
like, look
a good
at, like...
suggestion. I
okay,
like that.
so... yeah. Something oozing or pulling at planks.
I mean, arguably, I would say both.
Yeah.
Just for maximum effect. I think this sheet of stickers is probably done. I'm now turning U's into N's. So I need to find letter stickers that are small and not the same font as this.
Yeah, there's some sort of yeah, so like having it marked with like biological sample or something. And then that also kind of dodges the Chernobyl thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So biohazard, live sample,
corrosive. Corrosive is good.
Yeah, the corrosive symbol is a hand with a chunk missing from it here.
Yeah.
I don't know what yours is.
Oh no, yeah, that's the same here.
Is it international? Okay.
Yeah. I think most of these symbols are international.
Okay. Well, and see, for some of that stuff too, like it seems like some of that's like, okay, there's a North American symbol, and then there's, because of like trucking,
yeah,
they would standardize that in like a continent. Ahime Angel says, is this going to be a tabletop game table? This is going to be painted on a card table that is going to be thrown on a gravel driveway until it's destroyed. So let me see if I can find PlayOnCon table flipping contest. Boop. I found the link. Here's a video of the first year that we did this in 2012. Aurelian used to run this, and now I run it. But yeah, this is one of the most participated in events at the convention. Like,
I am not
literally,
shocked by that because I would join in.
Yeah, dozens of people show up for this. Like, I think some years we've had 60 to 80. Like,
it's a lot of people.
Which is why it's so hard to keep the table going until everybody gets at least one turn.
The table is not for keepsies.
And the other thing is, this is also kind of like a shuttle run for me. As soon as the table hits, I check if it's further than the marker that indicates who had it the furthest. And if it's not, I immediately grab the table, run it back, and reset it. So I'm like just running and yelling, like, next, go! Next. Hands on the table, no spin, go! That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very energetic activity.
It does sound like that, yeah.
Oh boy.
It sounds exhausting, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it. Like I hadn't thought about that part, about the resetting the table and sprinting part. Uh Denouement. His name isn't actually Denouement, but it's like a pun on it because his
Yeah.
name is Dan, I'm guessing.
But
Says
that's
Joe, the
fine.
hazard symbols you're describing are part of a globally agreed system, so they're the same. I work in international shipping. Awesome.
Ah, there we go. That's useful to know. So if
Yeah.
things go wrong, everybody knows.
International pictogram. Yeah. Is there a okay, globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals. That sounds like the article I want.
That does.
I just want to see the pictures.
Show me the pictures. Kind of hope the symbols will be universal given the warning is important. Yeah.
Well, but once again though, yeah, global harmonized system of classification. Yep, I've found it, Peace Girl. I'm flipping through that now. Okay. Yeah, so I'm on the website right now. Here's pictograms. Well, where is it? Pictogram quick card, downloadable pictograms. There we go.
This is where I Google image search the hazard symbols. I spent a lot of time Googling hazard symbols in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than a normal amount. Not for my benefit, you understand.
Mm-hmm.
It was less than imperative.
Aquatic toxicity has like a dying coral reef on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's when you find out things like milk, if they get into rivers, oh, it's a bad one.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, no, milk in rivers, it kills all the fish.
Oh, that's good to know.
So when you're transporting milk, you have to have hazard labels on the milk of dying
Oh my gosh.
fish.
I'm trying to find the symbol for a live sample in biology, and of course, Google is now like, do you want arrows that say you're live, like a little play button? And I'm like,
no.
I'm like, I have a play button. I don't need y'all to try and. It's fine. Just lean that against the trash can back down there. Do you have yours hung up? I've been told that it's weird that I didn't hang mine up.
I've had it
like,
it's like resting on like my cabinet, but
yeah, okay.
I don't have. I mean, this isn't my house, so when I own my own house, I'd probably put it up in like.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah, I rent this place, and it's a big problem. I'm really not supposed to hang stuff.
Yeah.
Or do anything.
So
one day I'll own a place.
One day we will both own places, and we will put stuff up that we want to put up, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ahime Angel says, just came back from watching the video. I'm not sure scientific accuracy is the central objective of the table. No, it isn't. Isn't that just a biohazard symbol with a live sample under it? Maybe. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Looking H&P takes up. Yeah, no. Yeah, we've got the. What was it? What's it called? Cleaps? Dan, you might know this. Cleaps, is that a thing that's international? Where you have like all the cards of every single blooming chemical you could possibly want. Cleaps cards. That is in my head now. How long has it been since I've been a science teacher?
Oh.
6 years, maybe? 5 years. Something like that. Where's these ones? I'm going to put a little... No, I'll put a little row up here. No...
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, somebody who designed
Yes,
one
Rachel.
of the people who designed the biohazard symbol is actually complaining about people printing ties with it on them.
I mean,
because he went to a conference about biohazards, and the organizer in the gift bag for all the attendees gave everybody a biohazard necktie.
Yikes.
And he sent them, he's like, I sent this guy a really mean letter saying the symbol was not designed to be used sartorially.
Goddamn nerds. But appropriate. I spent a lot of time looking through blooming Cleaps. Just, This is all bringing it back. All the trauma.
I kind of like the exclamation point one. It's simple and it's vague enough.
It's like, oh, watch out there, boy. That's it.
Yeah, the exclamation mark is basically the wild card one.
Yeah.
It could mean acute toxicity, but not fatal, just harmful. It could mean hazardous to ozone layer, respiratory tract irritant.
Yeah, I think irritant is the most common version of it.
Yeah, and irritant does seem to be the most.
I mean, that's what I used to teach the kids it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, the anxiety of pouring things in the wrong container. Yes. Either you end up reacting things that should not react, or like things breaking is like the most horrific thing. Okay, I think I'm done with March. There's March. There's my quote. I can show this bit. Ooh. And I can't show that bit. I can show everything on there because it's empty. And then my week plans and prettiness. So, need to figure out a theme for April. Let me get my washi tape out because
you're just gonna see which tapes you already own.
Yeah. I mean, don't need to reinvent the wheel here. We're just having fun. Yeah. So organized. I mean, arguably. Washi tape.
Okay, let's see.
So
I see some
pretty.
Rainbows.
Lots of rainbow stuff. There's like
those lipstick.
Yeah, it's not really me though, is it? It came in as a job lot.
I don't know if you have lipstick on right now. You could.
I'm not really a makeup kind of person as a rule.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
I like these two. These two are nice. They're just generic. So if we choose a pink or a blue theme, those could be used.
Oh, like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Would be those colors.
Okay, let's start pulling them out and showing people because of all the green ones have to go away. I can't do a green theme twice in a row. Okay, so cherry blossom, owls, clouds and paper aeroplanes and rainbows. I like that one. This is ocean Cthulhu, crabs and seashells. I'm gonna put the ones that I'm interested in on the side. So I like the blossoms and I like the crabs, but I think the blossoms might be too soon after like a plant theme anyway. Where did I get the tubs? Place called The Range in the UK. They're part of a big like craft thing and they just fit into that. So I mean, if I'm going for like a pinky theme, I might do colour rather than that. Not really into the owls. There's coffee. I do have a donut one as well, so I could do coffee and donuts as a thought.
Like, is there anything you associate with April? Like, because, like, for example,
No.
In America, April is when Earth Day is, you know, and
Not
so you could do
really.
something. No,
I mean,
so there's no like big British stuff in April or anything.
devil cats.
Is Devil Cat season in April?
I mean, devil cats is every season. Birds.
Okay.
I mean, April is like new life and stuff.
Yeah. You know what I'm realizing? If I wanted to go super simple with the table, I could make the entire square table the red diamond on the outside with white in the middle and the exclamation mark.
Yes.
The entire table could be the pictogram.
That's
now then
true.
you don't have the name of the con on there. But it might look very visually striking.
It might. Rainbow stars. Let's put all the rainbow
St.
stuff
George's
together.
Day is in April. Easter.
Yeah, nobody celebrates St. George's Day.
What about the dragon?
The dragon died. I don't think it doesn't.
Oh no, spoiler alert.
More rainbows. Okay, so I've got a lot of rainbow stuff is what I'm saying.
Thanks for joining us, Julia.
It's very me. Balloons. More balloons. More balloons, but rainbow balloons this time. In fact, those are rainbow balloons too, so those go in the rainbow pile. Bananas. I love the fact that I've got bananas. Also, I've got lemons and fruit, but I've done a lemon theme already. Mushrooms. Quite like drawing mushrooms. Oh, more lemons, more trees. Cats. Why did I know Anna was going to want the bananas? There's some day of the week tape. Nighttime. Bikes. I mean, it doesn't have to be themed like that from, specific themes. It can be, you want mushrooms now. Could have got them yesterday, is what I'm saying. Sunrider KSY resubscribed for 9 months. Thank you very much. And I've got like the generic things as well.
Is there a symbol for fast moving objects?
Not like, really.
Caution, high kinetic activity in this area?
No.
Because a kinetic warning label would be okay. Maybe there needs to be one. Maybe we design a flying table warning sign and
Yeah,
we
no, that could be
draw
a thing that
that
you could do.
on the flying table.
Let's go. Yeah, that seems like a good thing. Let's go back to January.
This is why we brainstorm for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it could look like a comet, but with a table with a tail instead of a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like a deer crossing sign with a table. Oh my god, I love that. Hold on. Yeah, there is an explosive warning pictogram.
Hard hat warning for the table.
There is an explosive warning pictogram, and we could replace the circular explosive element in the center with a table too. Or an avalanche warning sign.
I mean, so far I'm looking things that like we've got like beach stuff and Cthulhu as a theme. I could merge those two. That could be a cool thing to merge. Clouds, frogs and fireflies, paw prints, vegetables. We also have duck, frog, and frog crossing signs. That's true, we do.
Hey, Mouse Mac, thank you for tipping too, who says there are kinetic warning signs in the Portal games. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I really thought that might be a thing somewhere. I was like, I feel like I had seen a kinetic warning sign somewhere.
Yeah. Let's go for a beach theme since it's, April.
And Portal is really mad science themed too.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'm Googling kinetic warning portal. I don't think it's called that because the image search is not.
That's beach themed. It's not.
Kinetic sand is apparently a very, very popular kids toy.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it. Oh, thank you, Ahime.
Google Portal 2 warning signs.
I'm glad you enjoyed the animations. I spent a little bit of time on those. Just a touch of time. I mean, these two tapes work well together because one is like the ground and one is like the roof. So having a beach thing, but I don't particularly have any beach themed. Hang on, this is where I go for like Amazon. Honey Slaughter, resubscribe for 5 months. Thank you very much. Beach washi tape.
Does Valve just sell a poster with these because like the Google image search is like a million people like here's a shirt with this printed on it. I'm like, no, I just want to see the actual image.
I mean, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Oh, there's ocean themed washi tape. Oh, hypothermic haddock chid biddies, thank you. Oh, and choo choo, we have a hype train. Choo choo.
Oh wait. There we go.
Thank you. I mean, oh, I'm just looking at the tape now. I mean, because there's like starfish and stuff on tape, and then there's like specific oceany themes, but I don't want specific oceany themes.
Dang it, the avalanche danger signs are triangles. not diamonds.
Yeah.
So, they do look cool. But yeah, it's just not going to be appropriate for what we're doing here.
No?
Because a 3-legged table would not be safe for this.
Oh.
So I couldn't use a triangular table if I wanted to.
I could get a lot of blues if I'm doing the ocean. Jesus! Thank you, Kane Colin, for the 10 community gift subs. I'm not frightened at all. No, this is fine. This is fine.
So the portal style, you've got a black outer bit with white in the center. They actually have one where a tube is dropping a companion cube, and the tube looks like how I would pictographically show a table.
Right. That makes sense, I suppose.
Drubaka found a sign that says not to flip tables in Japanese. So apparently a Japanese restaurant had problems with that. There's a diamond falling rocks sign. Ooh, yeah, let me check falling rocks.
Let's, instead of beach, let's go for blue.
Watch for rocks.
I'm gonna be that sort of person that has just rolls and rolls of washi tape at this point. Thank you, Cold Dawn, for the gift sub. It's very much appreciated, guys. I do appreciate every single gift sub. It does make a difference. I promise you. I promise you it does. Oh, Pen Addict has raided me. Thank you very, very much indeed. Welcome to the stream. With a name like that, I'm sure it feels like you've just come from doing crafting stuff. I'm currently looking at washi tape on my phone because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing next. Welcome to the raid. Welcome, raiders. I hope you had a great stream. It's very much appreciated that you're here. I've just finished my March bullet journal spread, and let me show you. Nice layout. That's my old style. What my old style? I've done a few things over the months. This is March. I've decided to go with plants. We love the washi tape. Everyone loves washi tape because washi tape is the best. So yeah, I did plants. Like everybody does a plants layout, so I decided to do plants. I've got my quote, and I like my title page. Haven't really decided. Canna Russia, thank you for gifting a sub to Pen Addict. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, I don't know how to explain this. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we're doing like the March. There's my video planner, which I'm going to have to scroll through so people don't get spoiled. But, you know, I do YouTube as well. And Joe is also here. He also does YouTube with me. But he's letting me talk now because I just got raid. Hime Cheered Biddies, thank you very, very much indeed. So yeah, this is what I do for my videos. Toasty Treat Cheered Biddies, thank you very much. And then I just started working on plants. I have a lot of green washi tape and plant-based washi tape, so I've used a lot of washi tape in this this bullet journal spread, and we're just trying to figure out what we're doing next. So yeah, as you can see, this is all cut out washi tape because, you know, I like it. And then that's next week. This is the week after. This is the last week of the year. That's a very simple one. Cute plants thing. Yeah, I mean, everybody does a plants thing. So, you know, I have cribbed from the best or the worst. Or I've just cribbed. It's fine. It's mostly to do with the washi tape. So now we're trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing for April. You love my spreads. Thank you very much. At the moment, we're thinking... I don't know how to say that. L. Michelle West, I think, has cheered biddies. Thank you. Thank you. New victims. Yes. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Actually, no, don't hit the button. Don't hit the OWO. Don't hit the OWO. Oh no. Joe, what do I do if they hit the OWO? There's new people around.
I mean, I think you have to embarrass yourself in front of new people, Cleo.
I hate you, Joe.
Yeah, okay, see, this is why I don't have any ability for people to mess with my stream.
It's fine. If I was really bothered about it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what happens when you turn on whatever those are.
Interaction. Yeah. Hell's cheered biddies. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's very much appreciated. What notebook is this? This is an Otagami notebook. Which is, just... It's got some nice pages.
I like the grid dot notebooks a lot for anything other than just writing. And even for writing, they're not terrible.
I mean, grid dot notebooks are just like, and if you get a good one, they feel nice. Mm-hmm. They feel nice. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking about doing an ocean one. So like, because I've got like some blues, and maybe I get some more blue washi tape because it's easy to do. It's easy to do. Where's my crabs? I had crab tape. I'm disappointed with my lack of crab tape. Oh no, they did it. I was kind of expecting that. Welcome to the OWO. Peer pressure got to you. I see it. It's fine.
Uh-oh, zombie Cleo, whoa.
Oh no, Joe. What do we do, Joe?
Whatever we were gonna do anyway, but Q-wooter? I don't know.
Oh, okay. I just Q-wooter. Is that how you did that? Really, Joe?
I did that on purpose. Yeah, Q-woot.
Q-woot.
Right?
Okay.
Q-woot.
Okay, so I have gold shells. So we're gonna do kind of like a beachy seaside thing, and I'm gonna order like bunches more blue washi tape because it's cute. And I think I should do so this one has been mostly green, maybe mostly blue for the next one, and then I mean my birthday's in May. So, rainbow. Yay. Welcome to the cursed side of Twitch. Yeah. Thank you, Amberwood, for resubscribing. That's an 11-month re-siren with a yayo-wo. Yayo-wo. I've also got this one, which is nice, which would kind of go... It's purpley blue. Purpley blue. Any excuse for new wash? Any excuse. I don't need an excuse. I don't know about you, but I'm a grown-up. I can buy what I want. Hell subscribed. Welcome to the horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see there are no exits. May birthday, rainbows and cakes. Yes, mini cheese mouse, rainbows and cakes. Joe, when is your birthday? I have never remembered this.
It is in July. Why?
In July, why? Oh.
Or I should have gone with Juwulai.
Juwulai.
Juwulai. Juwulai.
It's
really hard to do.
I mean, Juwoon works, but I don't think
Juwoon is a lot easier than Juwulai.
Juwulai.
In Juwulai.
Oh no, Joe. Right, so let's get the blue brush pens. Blue brush.
So I'm experimenting with a portal style thing. The one thing that's interesting or distinct about the portal style signage though is it's square, not diamond. Whereas the international hazard ones are diamond. It's also going to be a monochrome instead of red, white, and black. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to go with that, but...
Can I just say, doing this voice whilst you're talking sounds really obnoxious. And I don't mean, it sounds really rude. Rude. Sorry, Joe. And I interrupted you, so that was incredibly rude of me. Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
I'm just having a good time.
Are you, Joel? Are you sure, Joel?
Well, you know what? I'm making progress on something that's not technically due woo until July 7th. So,
Oh!
like, I mean, look at this. I'm actually staying ahead of my deadlines on
I'm
stuff.
proud of you, Joel. So
Yeah, so
proud.
I'm proud of me too, woo.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay, so our next theme for April, and I'm going to start now because I can, is going to be beach/Cthulhu themed. Yay, Cthulhu. But cute Cthulhu. Like tentacles. Tentacle Cthulhu is what we're saying. It's a bit creepy, but you know, it's fine. Joe loves the ooh too. I don't know about that.
I like it plenty. I'm just really trying to. I'm kind of at this delicate point in the brainstorming process here, where like I feel like we're 90% there, like, and I'm just trying to let my brain be loud and my voice be quiet. And in the meantime,
Okay.
Cleo's doing this. and
no!
But the other thing is, now I just want to sing "Hey There, Cthulhu" as well.
Hey there, Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I don't know is the rest of that song, but it should. Oh, thank God it stopped.
Hey there, Cthulhu, down there in your sunken city. You're a billion light years distant, and the stars look very pretty from Riley. So close and yet so far away. E-I-E-A. Cthulhu Fatagan, or is that Cthulhu Futine? I can never quite Oh, dang it! That I messed up that rhyme. But anyway, yeah. You just got 100 people rating you. You don't need me singing. So.
Arguably, that's exactly what I need at all times.
Yeah,
100%.
it's like, no, don't worry, Joe. They already left.
Yeah, they're already gone. You know.
They're gone, Juan. Whatever. I don't know. Just keep rhyming things.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, because the rhyme is with "I'm not in my right mind." Cthulhu Fatagan, or is that Cthulhu Fatine? I can never quite remember, 'cause I'm not in my right mind since I met you. No one corrupts the way you do. You know it's true. Oh, it's what you'll do to me. Oh, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea. Oh, kill everyone slowly, except the ones like me. But yeah, there's just my favorite couplet though in this is "A billion light years seems so far below the sea, beyond the stars." Like
that's pretty
below the
good.
sea and beyond the stars simultaneously is like the best Lovecraftian paradox.
Yes.
Because the sea and the stars are in opposite directions most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Unless the star that you're talking about is on the other side of the planet from you. In which case, there's like sometimes two oceans. The one you're on, the one on the opposite side of the planet, and the star is then you could create a diagram. Oh, hold on, I've got a whole thing here. Let's make a diagram of
Joe's making a diagram. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, so here's ocean on this side of the planet. Here's ocean. And then you can be on a little boat right here. That's a boat. It's got a sail. That's a flag. Boats have flags too. And then over this way, we got the star that Cthulhu's on. You know, and then so boom. So below the sea.
Joe
And then
failed his
that star
save
could be
versus
beyond
paradox.
other stars. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I need ocean-themed positive quotes for my quotes page. Don't know if you can actually manage that, but I would like to see chat try.
What could be better than where it is wetter?
I mean, that is one of them.
Yeah. That's also a song about being below the sea, but
Just
not
keep
beyond the
swimming
stars.
is good, Sam. I like that. Just keep
Am
swimming.
I a ghost? You know, I don't like to really worry too much about labels. Like, yeah.
Joe is a being.
I
Generally
am
speaking.
16 US Abacus beads away from the next face camera expansion, though, which will further reduce the camera's opacity.
Yes. Everyone sit up straight. You're slouching. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. That's a great one.
Somebody 2004 says, what does below mean? Well, usually in the context of a gravity well, it means
nice
closer to the center of the gravity well than another object.
Okay, right, so I need to scroll back up to look at these. Okay, so I've got JT. It's a great quote. It's too long. It's too long for me. If you see bones in the forest, sit down and listen. If you see bones by the sea, run. Yes. Every drop in the ocean counts. We swim in distant oceans but land on the same shore, which is a Bioshock reference, which I'm very pleased with. No, it doesn't, Haddock. Marine bimicrobial trophic webs are too complex for her understand. Yeah. Can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Cure for anything is salt water, sweat, tears, and the sea.
Ghostface Game says, Joe, are you playing Hermitcraft Season 9? Yep, my first episode's already out. I have a ton of footage for my second episode. It seems like no matter how I try to set aside time for editing always takes more time than I set aside.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
You're not wrong.
And it's just so much less social than streaming. I love streaming and hanging out with everybody.
Yeah. Same.
But, you got to do the work, too. So, yeah, I gotta get back to editing this afternoon for episode 2. But I think I'm gonna be in Pearlescent Moon's next episode.
You're gonna be in mine as well.
Yay! So even if my footage of that doesn't come out for another day or two, I know Pearl's was coming out today.
Yeah, so. Pearl's is coming out today.
Is yours though?
No, mine's coming out on Friday. Hopefully.
That's why I was looking for hey, if you were looking for me in an episode soon, here's where you go.
Yeah, fair enough. But if you're looking for me, alternatively, an episode, Pearlescent Moons is great. It's great.
Yeah.
No, that's not gonna. Cam, is that quote different or distant? Oceans.
Oh, Pearl's episode's already out. Well, there you go. I wasn't sure what time it was coming out because she's on Australian time, so I didn't even bother trying to convert that. I'm just like, nope. If she says it's coming out tomorrow, I'm like, someday, some way, Pearlescent Moon's video.
Someone's thinking of you. I've forgotten the rest of the words. No, I haven't. It's there.
Fight.
Yeah. We're doing Ocean, Claire, for the theme.
Oh, Cleo. You need to have a bunch of people breaking into a casino.
Why?
Because at Ocean's 11.
I've never seen
they made a remake recently with a bunch of famous people in it, but the original from the 60s is great. And it's one of those things if you watch the one from the 60s after you've seen the modern one, there's all these things where it's like the role of the hacker in the modern one. They're like, oh man, we can't pull this off without a hacker. We absolutely need the hacker. Oh, the hacker doesn't want to do it. That's a whole hang up in the movie, right? In the original, it was the same thing, but with an electrician. Oh, a job this complicated you could never pull off without an electrician. Not just anybody knows electricity. It's all the same conversations, except about just electricity instead of about computers.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra plays the original Danny Ocean. It turns out Frank Sinatra was good at things.
Yeah, I guess he was. Life is like the ocean; it goes up and down. I mean, technically, I suppose it does.
Yeah, it's like you know me. I don't know that this is a quote from anything, but you could just put this on a bumper sticker, and it could sound like this is the sort of thing you would see on a bumper sticker by the beach. Is just wave back. But I'm really feeling pretty good about this pictograph I've got right here. It might not be like I've been looking at it and then like adding like a tiny line every 3 or 4 minutes. So if people haven't been paying close attention to the stream, they might not have noticed that this is slightly different than it was. But I feel like this is a pretty decent representation of the Portal style. Once again, it doesn't say the name of the convention or the year, but I could possibly somehow paint that on the legs or the sides of the table and then have this be the surface. And so in theory, because I was thinking too, I did kind of want to paint the sides as well, or the or the legs, but that's going to depend on exactly what table I'm able to get, which normally is just whichever one they have at the store on the way to the con. But now that I'm actually trying to do it in advance this year,
no, I get you.
I'll have an opportunity to do this right. Okay. Mahi Zero says that Pearl's episode came out this morning, and it was a very wonderful. Or I love the big collab y'all did. I was like, how much can I extrapolate out this sentence before it's not this sentence anymore? I'm just gonna backtrack and read it. I'm tired.
That's fair, Joe. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I remembered what day it was, and I was like, Leo, we have a thing today, and I actually know that, and I'm gonna go start getting set up now. And then I feel like I thought about making food. I was like, I should start making food, and then I was like, I should start making coffee. And I just kind of was like,
and then you made
what do
nothing.
I need? Yeah, and then I got nothing accomplished for 10 minutes because I was just like, well, what do I have time to do? Oh wow, I have less time now. And then it's just like, okay, time to go sit up upstairs.
Have you not eaten again, Joe?
Yeah. But you said, but I knew that this was going to be a short one though because you weren't feeling well.
I didn't say that to you until we were streaming.
Okay, but I felt like every other interaction we've had for the last good while.
I mean, that's fair.
You've said, okay, I'm not feeling well. Let's make this a short one. And
I mean, it's fair. I disagree.
I just talked to you the other day about something. And what was it? I feel like there was something on. Oh yeah, HHH. I was like, did you want to do?
Oh HHH? Yeah, I wasn't up for HHH.
Yeah, and so I figured if you still weren't up for HHH, we wouldn't do a long stream today.
I mean, that's fair.
Like that felt like a fair leap.
I will let you off this once. Okay, but okay, yeah, that's fine.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I appreciate you mostly.
Yeah.
Got to put a caveat in there because.
Yeah. That's French.
Yay?
I feel very distinguished.
But yeah, I actually was awake enough yesterday. I know you left.
Yeah.
I was awake enough yesterday to actually go end raiding.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to get an elytra,
uh-huh,
I got a spare.
Ooh.
So what I'm saying is, there are no end cities, but I got you. I got you.
You know, honestly, I love the idea of having an elytra, but not refusing to invest in rockets this season. That feels like that'll really annoy people. So I'll get the trident and I'll use the water to throw myself into the air and just glide around.
Yeah, no, that seems reasonable to me. That's a very you thing to do.
Yeah. And so in some ways it's funnier the earlier I get the elytra. So I would absolutely take that.
Okay, well I've got two, so one for me, one
Yeah.
for you. I got you, fam.
Oh, thank you, Cleo.
It's okay.
And
I'm
I'm
not
not
giving
going
you
to
my
promise
shoulders.
that I'll never use rockets. That wouldn't necessarily be a challenge for the season because it's one of those things where, like for people are going to build flight courses, and I was planning on building an elytra course later in the season.
I think X is
In
already planning on doing it. He's
who
already
is?
like in the process of.
Yeah, so I don't want to do something that's going to exclude me from participating in something like that. So, but I'm just gonna just in general be like, I think we all need to be fuel conscious these days. So I'm gonna avoid burning these when I'm not actively required to or something.
Okay,
Vin
yeah, just
Shoken writes, yes.
is that specifically just for trolling people?
Well,
Is that what that yes is for?
yeah, I think Vin is excited about the not the people finding it obnoxious that I'm refusing to use. Well, that's the other thing too. Is like if we're flying in formation for a group recording,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to refuse to use rockets
Yeah,
because
no,
the way proximity mod works, we've tried this. You have to fly in like actual formations in order to maintain the thing, and like you have to communicate in advance. Like, all right, turning toward here now. Like we've only done it like 3 or 4 times, maybe maybe only 1 or 2 because it's such a pain. But like,
it is obnoxious.
yeah. So I don't want to. I'm not gonna refuse to use fireworks in that setting, but. Yeah, Vin Shoken confirms, yes, that is what my yes is for.
Good to know.
Okay. Make the course early before lag and short chunk loading distance makes it impossible. Actually, so I was thinking that my pinball machine Mega Base, since I can't have it be a functional pinball machine,
Mm-hmm.
one of the closest things I could do to that would be to have it be a functional elytra course. So you would start like where the plunger shooter rod would be, and
That
like
seems
fly
cool.
up the lane and then down like through the bumpers and then eventually out the drain at the bottom.
That does sound cool.
And yeah, you would have I think it could be really fun. So basically, yeah, we can't emulate pinball perfectly in Minecraft, but we can have the experience of being inside a pinball machine at scale.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. But that's like end game stuff. We're
We are
hopefully 15
not
months
there.
from that.
Oh,
We're
God.
not. I'm looking forward to having a long season again.
Oh, I am so up for the whole season.
Oh my gosh. Like, yeah.
Joe was going to say something and then just like, no, just yes. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Well, no, I was going to say, like, just as I was editing yesterday, I was like thinking about like how much I needed a sabbatical. And I was like, oh, everyone else needed a sabbatical too. That's why they took a sabbatical. Meanwhile, I took a bunch of jobs, so because
Yeah.
I didn't have the savings to take 3 months off. I'm like, so if I had taken 3 months off Hermitcraft, but not worked at a bunch of random things to keep the lights on, that would have been really good. And I'm in a lot of ways I'm feeling better about why other people said they needed a sabbatical now because
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it.
Thanks, Ferold. It's appreciated.
But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to frame that in a way that
Mm-hmm.
didn't sound negative, but I think I explained it well.
I think you did. I think
that's
fine.
why I paused. I was like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining here because this is actually like me. This is like part of my processing everything.
It's just
and like coming to terms with it.
Coming to terms with the fact that we all just went, nah, we need time, man.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We all did need time, and it isn't until now that I recognise that I actually needed the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. I really did. Because,
Yeah.
It's like... with everything that happened last year, I hadn't really stopped and dealt with a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah.
That makes sense. Allison Pell says, for the table, you could put the con name into the border. Yeah, I could stencil it into the border, maybe. Maybe that might, because, yeah. So, like, I stencil white on top of the black border, like PlayOnCon 2022, repeating around the edges. Okay, I'm gonna stencil PlayOnCon 2022. I need to go get the right type of stencils for this, but it's doable.
I'm glad it's doable.
I'm almost thinking I'm gonna need to mock this up on the actual table once I get, because I don't have any canvases, nor would I want to waste one that was that size. Like, I don't have any pieces of paper that are this big.
Yeah.
And so, like, I actually need to get the table here and then, like, mark on it with, like, pencil or masking tape or something, like the rough size, shape, and location of everything. See if it still works at that scale. And then, undo it. Could the design be a giant stencil PlayOnCon with the warning pictographs beneath it? Well, man, yeah, you could do a lot of warning pictographs for PlayOnCon. Because, I mean, we do have rock climbing, archery, canoeing. Yeah, so capsize warning.
Yeah, that sounds like something that could be done.
Yeah. Maybe. The thing is that, for the most part, one of the things I like about having a giant pictograph is most people who are going to be photographing the table won't be very close to it because it's going to be getting thrown. Somebody 2004 says, will the final table be in a video? Maybe, but not my video. So now that I run the event, I can't film it because I'm running it, you know? And there's no way to operate a camera on something like this well at the same time. Like, I guess I could maybe set up the GoPro. The problem is you really need to do actual camera work and move around to capture something like this. You can't just set up a tripod and walk away.
No.
So the warning pictographs would be like the Olympic pictographs. Yeah, it's the same. It's like the archery Olympic pictograph, but with just somebody getting impaled by the arrow.
It's a very you moment, that, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling like, I know you talked about wanting to wrap up at around 5 your time. Is that on the hour here?
That's about. Oh God, it is about now. I'll finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about 5 minutes out from now. I mean, I'm feeling like I accomplished my goal for this stream. I got to mess around with a bunch of ideas and brainstorm, and I came up with something that I'm ready to prototype once I go get the table. So we can do that on a future stream. So this to me was a success artistically and hangout wise. I had a great time hanging out with you, Cleo, and everybody in chat.
Time hanging out with you, Joe.
Oh, glad to hear it.
I mean, it would be a real nightmare if I didn't.
I mean, honestly, I feel like this is. I sometimes can't tell if I'm too obnoxious or whatever, and so it's reassuring to me that you show up every week to hang out with me, because it's like, I guess I can't be that bad.
Joe, you're not that bad. You're obnoxious sometimes, but so am I. It's fine.
Oh, did you know today is Impulse's birthday?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Is he streaming?
Either. Yeah, he's streaming, and I didn't make him a card. For Jevin's birthday, I spent 3 hours making him a card. For Impulse's birthday, I spent 3 hours making a table. Sorry, Impulse.
Okay, well,
now we know.
Now we know where our priorities lie, which is a shame because Impy is lovely.
I know.
You just need to make birthday cards for every hermit now, just on one of these streams, just so you don't
Just have them in advance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know when their birthdays are. I'm just like, okay, let's go ahead and just churn these out.
Yeah, we're just doing this. We're doing this live. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody has a birthday eventually.
I mean, yeah, and generally we know when they are, so. Okay, that is the quote page. Well, it's not done, but it's started.
Yeah, it's a solid start.
It's a start for April, and to be honest, going through the, like I enjoy doing this on stream. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's call it there then, since we're done.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit /raid Impulse SV.
Yep. I'm gonna raid Impulse as well, and I will see you lot next time. I'm gonna say goodbye to my chat. So
alrighty.
I'm gonna say
I'll
goodbye
leave
to you, Joe.
the voice.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye,
Cleo.
Joe.
It was fun hanging out.
Yeah. Bye. Okay, Joe. Not Joe. Joe's gone. Joe's gone. We're gonna raid Impy, and your message for Impulse is happy birthday from everyone. From everyone. Bye guys. Thanks for hanging out. I really had fun, and you guys are awesome. And I'll see you lot next time. Bye.